week finish up the way you'd hope?
Great week. Best week, again, that we've had. So things keep getting better. Certainly not happy with how this whole season's gone, but I'm pretty happy with where things are right now.
Did you get out in the snow at all?
Yeah, we went out in the snow at the beginning of practice. We probably got a couple guys that still have only seen it once or twice in their lives, so we rolled around in it a little bit and then got our work done.
Is there a point where weather becomes a big deal? Is this type of weekend not rise to that, or what do you think about it?
You know, I think the only thing that'll be a factor in the game potentially is the wind, and we'll see how bad it's blowing on Saturday. Our guys live in this every day, so I don't think temperature is going to be an issue. It never is until it gets really cold, so the only thing we're keeping our eye on is the wind.
The other day, Mario Verduzco was named on that Royals list. Could you just kind of speak to the job he's done here in his first year with Adrian, the quarterback?
Yeah, Mario is one of the best in the country at coaching quarterbacks. I've known that a long time. I think other people are starting to figure that out, but I've seen him do unbelievable jobs with quarterbacks we've had in the past, obviously, and then to get a 18-year-old playing the way that he's playing speaks volumes about what Mario's capable of doing. So any honor that he can get is well-deserved.
I know Lovie had been gone from Tampa a couple years by the time you got there, but how similar is what you've talked a lot about what it meant to learn under that system? How similar when you watch how he's calling plays last week is it to what you did back then?
Yeah, there's still stuff I recognize. Obviously, I got a fond place in my heart for all those guys. Lovie wasn't there, but I got to know Herm in New York, Rod Marinelli and Joe Barry and Monty Kiffin, and especially Mike Tomlin and Raheem. I've talked about those guys a lot, but I loved my time there. I loved the scheme and the system, and the tough thing, I kind of took that system and helped get a bunch of it installed when I was still coaching on defense. And when we were playing in that scheme in the NFL, there wasn't a lot of quarterbacks running or read zone or those kind of threats, so you have to tweak it a little bit. I think they've done a good job with that, trying to adjust it to the college game. And that tree that Lovie was a huge part of means a lot to me.
Is it fun to look at a scheme that you're familiar with and try to figure out ways to go after it?
Yeah, it's sound. That was the best part about that scheme when I was playing in it, is you always knew where you were supposed to be, you knew where you were supposed to fit, and there wasn't a lot of glaring issues with it because everybody knew their assignment, knew their role, and knew their run fit. And when you play against a defense like that, a lot of times you just got to make plays because there's not as many things to identify on tape that are glaring issues.
Going into a week with a little familiarity, how different is that for you in a year where everything's new?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
In a year where everything's kind of new, how different is it for you going into a week with a little familiarity with who's on the other sideline?
It's still new. Everything this year's been new. Developing the relationships with the players, getting them thinking the way we want to, introducing new schemes on both sides. So any familiarity that we have with the remnants of a defense I used to know probably gets outweighed by us trying to figure things out ourselves. But I think we got a good plan for them on both sides, and we just got to go out and execute it.
You expecting them to have a little bounce in their step after last weekend, what they did, and also they're still up for a bowl eligibility?
Absolutely. They're playing for a lot. Obviously, being a coach and watching what they accomplished last week, that's going to give them a boost and some enthusiasm. So they're going to come in here expecting to win and playing to win this game. And we got to be ready to play our best game and expect them to come in playing hard and playing for a lot. So we got a challenge ahead of us, and a week of preparation's been great to get ready for it.
You talked about the growth of your tackles quite a bit, but maybe Brendan in particular, what have you seen growth-wise from him from Michigan or so to this point in the season?
I think the biggest thing with Jaime is he's getting there, he's starting to find a little bit of nasty, which is tough to do when you're 18, 19 years old, but he's got the talent. There was never any doubt about that. I just wanted to see him be mean on the field, and he's started to do that, and every week it seems like that's coming out of him more and more.
Anything else, guys?
With your defense defense, seeing a guy like Adrian every week in practice. How does that help you going up against a quarterback like Bush and what he can do in the run game?
Yeah, some of their schemes are similar to what we do on offense. Obviously, their guy can run. He was here, so you guys know him as well as I do. But they played a great game offensively last week. Put up a bunch of yards, a bunch of big plays. Sometimes it takes a while to find yourself, and they seem to have settled on what they're going to do, and they looked really good at it last week. So hopefully a little bit of the experience against our offense helps our defense, but they're going to pose some challenges for our D.